Hey guys, it's Very Wild, and I am going to talk a little more today about my nails. Now, what you're looking at there, that's about a month's growth. And I've probably hit the point where I am actually probably going to trim these back. But I wanted to talk about how I was actually able to get them this long, because in the past, when I had, tried to grow out my nails, I never really tried it seriously for a very long time, but I would just sort of idly, I wonder how long I can let them go. And I wasn't able to go very long, and a big part of that was just the sensation of the nails bending, which is a sensation I don't like. It kind of makes me go a little bit. So what I used, and I mentioned this the last time that I talked about my nails, I used a nail strengthener, a nail hardener. What I used specifically is from Sally Hansen. There it is, and it's called Advanced Hard as Nails Strengthener. So this is going to be a little bit kind of a product review, which is something I'm hoping to do more of in the future. But if it had not been for this would not be as long as you are now seeing, because it does exactly what it sounds like. It puts a coat on it that is much harder and much stronger than your nail normally is. So if I'm typing or just holding anything and the nails sort of go against, they'll click off something and I'll get that sort of tapping sensation, but they won't bend by and large as long as I'm careful with them, which again is something I kind of mentioned. As my nails got longer, I just sort of inherently became more delicate with them. And certainly if you're able to grow out your nails and you like long nails, I would recommend getting a nail hardener and something like that. Because if I were to compare it to how awkward it is to use false nails, because of how sudden that is, you go from having no nail at all to suddenly having this big long thing, and it's weird, and like doing anything is bizarre and awkward and it doesn't work. When you grow into it gradually, you adapt a bit more. It's still a little off, and your hand motions and your ability to do things is going to still be impeded somewhat, but this really did make all the difference. Now, so far this is the only strengthener and nail hardener that I've tried. If I try others in the future and the experience is significantly different from this, then maybe I'll do a follow-up video. But if I end up having similar experiences, you can just take this as my review of these sorts of things in general, keeping in mind that it was Sally Hansen specifically that my experience came from. The only thing that I'd say, and it's not even really a criticism, it's just something worth noting, which is that this, like nail polish, what you have to watch out for is that it might chip or sort of ding, or like little pieces will come out. That doesn't really happen with this, which on the one hand it is a good thing, but what does happen, and it's starting to happen now, I don't think the camera's going to be able to pick it up though, but we can try. If you kind of look, see if I can get this to focus. Kind of look, no, you can't really see it, but basically down at the base of the nail, sort of as my nail has continued to grow, down at the base where the hardener is no longer covering because the nail has gotten longer, it'll actually start to peel up. So it won't chip, but it will peel, and it'll actually peel off in rather significantly large portions, which wasn't something that I was expecting. And again, isn't necessarily a problem. It's not an issue, but it's just something that I hadn't been aware of before I encountered it. So that does mean that this is going to require maintenance. And when you do have to reapply this, I would recommend taking nail polish remover, taking off whatever you've got, and starting from scratch with a fresh coat, rather than trying to spot in any specific areas that have peeled off. Because as I said, it is going to be significant portions. You're not going to be just dabbing in little bits, and of course, even if you could do that, the look of it isn't great. And at least to my eye, with a clear coat, you tend to notice, someone trying to do those little sort of spot touch-ups more than with color. With colored nail polish, I think you can do that and get away with it a little better. It doesn't hold up on close inspection, but you can do okay. But with this, if it starts to come off, I would recommend just strip the whole stuff off with nail polish remover and put on a whole new clear coat, and then you're good to go. And I have no idea how far I could have gone with this, but like I said, at about a month, getting these, I think I'm good, and I think I probably am going to trim them back. But I'm really glad that I've tried this, and I'm really glad that I've given this a go, and I just wanted to share all that with you guys. So if you are going to try and grow out your nails, absolutely use a nail hardener. And my experience with the Sally Hansen has been quite positive, but if what I've described in using it differs from your experience with a different brand of nail hardener, feel free to talk to me about that. Let me know. And as I said, if I feel it's necessary, I might do a follow-up video. And that'll about do it for this one, guys. As I said, I do want to try and do more sort of product review stuff, which is part of the reason that I now have the Patreon page up, because, you know, some things like this are cheap. There's some other things I'll be doing sort of product reviews on that are, you know, things that I had to get for one reason or another anyways. And I'm in a better financial situation this time of year. But once we get, you know, later into this year or the start of next year, I'm not really going to be able to afford to do much. And so I am hoping that through Patreon support, I will be able to get more products that I think are relevant to dressers, and be able to review them and give you my thoughts on them. So, you know, I'm trying not to over pimp the Patreon page, but go take a look at it, Vera Wild at Patreon, and give it a thought and maybe think about lending a little support, because every little bit helps. So I guess that's about it for this time, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time.